Every January, our fashion and design friends buzz over the color of the year. We've reviewed it here a couple of times already. In 2023, the Pantone color is magenta. What I didn't know, though, is that the gardening world has a color all their own, and their own buzz, too. From al fresco dining accessories to the plant pots you choose to flank your front door, your outdoor surroundings are going to be influenced by gardeners' color of the year, which is terracotta. It's already time to think about gardening. In 2023, horticulturist Sheriden Hansen is starting at color. Happy New Year. It's great to see you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
Who chooses the color of the year for gardeners?
So it's a bunch of people that get together. So they look at that Pantone color of the year. They also talk to gardens, they talk to nurseries, and they come up with the color that they think they want to feature for the year. So it's kind of this group effort.
Sometimes these colors, often these colors of the year as they are, reflect trends. Terracotta feels like a gardening staple color to me.
It does feel like a staple, but we haven't been in this space for a while. We've been in this kind of monotone color, a lot of whites, a lot of grays, you know, some of those muted blues, things like that. And this is kind of vibrant. It's different. We're coming back to this color, which I love.
Let's celebrate terracotta. Tell us what you see. What's the appeal of this warmer, richer color?
Yeah, so it's that orange, and then it's mixed with that beautiful brown tone underneath, and so we get this color that kind of reveals the earth. We've been in this COVID world. Everything feels sterile. Everything feels distanced. This is all about getting back to the earth. It's about grounding ourselves. It's about getting warm again and getting back to life the way it was before.
That's the word I think of is warm
Yes.
or a warmth, but it's still powerful. It's grounding. I mean, it has a presence.
It does. It definitely has a presence, and it has a place in the garden all the time, but this year we're going to really pop that color.
Let's talk about how to use it. Obviously, containers. I mean, terracotta kind of lends itself to this application.
Right, so we can definitely choose containers, and what's fun is you can find containers. I mean, we've got like the basic container, right? But you can find containers that have texture, that have, you know, artistic flair to them, and you can really use that to highlight a space. You know, tall containers, flat, round containers. Really kind of think outside the box when you're choosing your containers this year.
When I see a terracotta container, I sort of think of that New Mexico vibe, kind of that, you know, abode. How can you treat it or work with it so it doesn't land flat? Is it the color you put in it or how you play that texture that you mentioned?
Right, so you can use both of those things. So we want to use, you can either use colors that kind of complement it or colors that are opposite from it. So I've got this terracotta pot over here that's been painted blue on the outside. That kind of gives it a little bit different vibe. It's got texture on it. It's got that different appeal. We can utilize those colors to really make it stand out and have that pop. And you can use this for Mediterranean garden looks, for Greek garden looks, for you know, that English garden look. It lends itself no matter where you are in the gardening world, you can use it.
Oh, that's true, kind of those cobble streets. Complements that feel as well. It's not just what we're putting the plants in, it's the plants themselves.
Absolutely. So you definitely want to pick colors that pop. So, you know, I've utilized that same kind of terracotta orange here. We've got the bromeliad. Isn't that fun?
What is that?
It's a bromeliad.
Oh my goodness.
So it's kind of a succulent plant that has...
This is like sort of creepy in a fascinating, pretty way.
I know. And you know, you water them in the middle and they hold water in the middle and then it moves down through the plant. So kind of a fun, different way to use that container for a different purpose.
Look how cool that is.
Yeah, and then succulents, of course, we can use succulents, you know, because they lend themselves well to that deserty kind of feel, which, let's face it, we are.
Well, you just hit the nail on the head. In fact, I was thinking, I referenced New Mexico. It's also very Utah.
It is.
You talked about being one with the soil or one with the earth. This speaks to kind of our natural landscape too.
Absolutely.
All right, furniture. We'll even see this in furniture pieces.
Absolutely. So if you are looking for throw pillows, you know, look for those terracotta tones, look for, you know, the blues and the purples to make that pop, and you can mix and match and really have fun with this. I've seen garden gates painted this color for the year. So, I mean, you can really go all out.
So pretty and nice to know. This is new to my gardening education, that there is a gardening color of the year, terracotta, celebrating it in all of the ways. And is this something that you think we'll see take over, or will it kind of roll out slowly throughout the year?
I think you'll see it in the nurseries when spring hits and we go to get our plants. I think we'll see a lot of those oranges, and then we'll see the complementary colors, the purples and the blues to kind of go with it and make it pop. And then, you know, it will last throughout the year and you're just going to pick up those tones, those jewel-colored tones to go with it, and really enjoy this season, I hope.
I'm happy about it. And you, lady walking billboard with your beautiful pants and your pop of color.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying.
She puts out what she says. I love it so much. Before I say goodbye, what's on your gardening to-do list right now? I know it seems really early to be talking about it, but last week we were celebrating spring is in the air in the studio. I mean, this idea that the momentum's starting.
Yeah, so it is not too early. So you should be dreaming about that garden right now, getting your seeds, planning out your garden. It's never too early to garden.
Okay, good. But that's what you're doing in planning mode?
Yes, exactly what we're doing. We're in planning mode. We have great classes coming up at the USU Botanical Center to get you ready for that spring garden. So you can find us on usubotanicalcenter.org.
So classes available now?
Absolutely, yes. Classes starting in February.
So if there's not a lot we can physically do, we can at least mentally and emotionally get in the game. We'll link you over to their website if you want to look at their class menu, their class schedule, so to speak, and make that an easy connection point. Sheriden, thank you so much. Terracotta, we are here for it.